So the whole set comes in 5 boxes. Box 2 is the one that actually contains the instructions in it, and contains most of the posts and other rails and all the accessories and screws. And then box 2, which is over here, contains the roofing. Box 1 contains most of the roofing pieces and rails and roofing accessories. And then box 3 contains more posts, and it contains the actual curtain and netting. And on box 4 and 5, they contain the roofing panels. And then it does come with the assembly manual. This is the 12 by 20 wood look and finish hardtop gazebo with double roof. So for the 12 by 20 item, the actual anchoring footprint is on the outsides about 11.9, so almost 12 feet in width, and then in length it's 18, almost 18 and a half feet, so 18.4 feet. So make sure that wherever you're putting it, you have enough concrete or anchoring available to anchor it down. For us, this one is 12 feet by 24 feet, so we have plenty of room to be able to bolt down and anchor the actual feet of this gazebo. So it comes with 4 of the corner base plates and 2 of the mid base plates. That's the middle posts of the gazebo. So you'll need to be able to fit those pieces on your anchoring concrete footprint. And it does come with some Allen wrenches or Allen keys and some regular wrenches. We'll get into it. So step 1 is to get the base plates. Step 1 is to attach the base plates to the main column plates. And they get attached by these short screws, number 1 screws. And then you got the base plate at the corners. So these are the 4, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the center posts, they attach the same way, but they have 2 different brackets. But they still all attach by the number 1 screws. And this middle base plate has 4 screws. The corner posts have 1, 2, 3 screws. So for step 2, we'll be connecting items C and D together. And it also requires item C, C1, C2, and then you got D, D1, and D2, and then the connecting pieces that go in between them is F. Now, what I did notice is the package that we just opened, which is box number 2, also contains items E, which we're not going to need for now, but items C and D are in box number 3 of 5. So you have to open that up as well to be able to join them, and they get joined by these brackets F. So the way items C and D come together is with this bracket F, and you want to lay out C and D. I got C here and D here on the left, and then they are joined together by these open holes here pattern, versus on the other ends there is no open hole patterns, and so this will slide in, and then this piece will slide in here, and then that's how it would be joined with the number 1 screws. So we've connected sections, they're actually crowns, C and D, with the piece that's number F internally, and then also you get these rails that go in there, and so you'll see C1 and C2 rails, and they all use the number 1 screws, and then on this side you'll have D1 and D2 rails. This is the actual 12-foot side that when you put them together, you get the 12-foot ends, so one end and then the other end. For the long pieces, they introduced section E, and they're also joined by section C crown on this side with this bracket F, and then opposite side as well is going to be bracket F, but with section D. Now those get the same rails, so you'll have the same rails for the top and bottom for section C's and D's, but in the middle they've introduced 2 rails. So you'll have on one side you'll have E1A and then E2A on the left side, and then on the right side are E2B and E1B at the bottom. And then when you're joining bracket F, you only put 2 screws at the bottom if you have this laid out that way, where the crown is up here. So you originally only have 2 screws, and then when the brackets go in, you'll need to bring them joined together so that the rail piece that goes over here, just like this section here, I'll show you. You want it to be as close as you can, so but against each other. And this is where the curtain piece runs, is on these rails. So right now we're joining section C and E using right. They can stop moving. So we're installing the cross member pieces, and they're labeled as J1 and as J2. So J2 sits on the, if you're standing inside the gazebo, J1 is on the left side of the post, J2 is on the right side, and that goes the same for all 4 posts. J1 on the left side, J2 on the right side, and it's just held by the number 1 screws. The member actually slips over the bracket and is screwed in. Here the member sits against this top member piece. It's upside down right now, like this, and I want to kind of go over like that. Harder there. Bring me a bunch of leaf. So we're at the stage of putting up the upper roof panels, and the little triangular pieces are a little difficult because they require little plastic pieces that allow you to slide into this little material grommet sort of thing. And prior to putting this roof up, the instructions say to put up the actual rooftop piece, and I took it off because I found it to be very difficult, and to be able to have the rooftop piece up here sitting while you're trying to slide all these panels on there. And so I just took it off because it just goes on by mounting with screws from the bottom. I would do that, take that off, and put all these panels up. But as you come around to the straighter pieces, these bigger sections, they actually just slide off. And so what I've done is I've put the T channels. You'll see there's T1, there's T2. And so I found it's a lot easier if you just lightly screw them on, fit them in there, just put 1 screw in, maybe on one end, and then it's easier just to slide the pieces in and let them sit inside the actual channel in here. And then before all that, I had the netting that went up, and that was pretty straightforward. Instructions are a little unclear on how to put these screws in. Actually, these ones right here. They are with a nut on the other end. So I noticed that the actual bolt has a wider head, So I put it on this side because I want it to hold the plastic, because these are just, they're just plastic. So based on the instructions, the order is when you do these upper roof panels, you start, let's say, on one end, and it'll be this panel and that panel, and then it'll be in the instructions. And then you would start with, or continue putting that panel in, this panel, and then you would have two V sections on this half, and then the rail here. And then you would continue, you got two more V panels here, and then you would end it with I think it was a V5 and a V6 way at the end over there. And same thing, you got another rail, which would be a T2. And then to keep going, you would then again start with V1, V2, and then keep going in this counterclockwise motion all the way, and then we're pretty much at the last piece here.
And this is our complete gazebo. Absolutely love it. We added a little bit of more concrete area over here so we can step out and have some open area here, and added a little more concrete on the edges of where gazebo sits, because as you can see, original concrete, and added we also added lights inside. You can see it was fairly easy to kind of hook them up. Love it. Double roof adds that vent, lets the air kind of circulate so it doesn't get too stuffy or humid up in here. We do have those little hooks. If you can see, there's 1, 2, and 3. You can hook up, you can have something hanging there like lights or kind of chandelier or some flowers, plants, curtains. So we have this one from mosquitoes, or you can have this one to kind of close up from wind or whatnot. You can use both at the same time, or one or the other. I love that it's so big. We have plenty of room for a grill, couches. It's absolutely lovely. So I'm gonna close this area with the thick curtain, and this area with just a mosquito, I would call it mosquito mesh curtain, and we'll show you. We do have zippers. So we have Velcro to hold this part of the curtain. We have Velcro to hold this part of the curtain, and we have Velcro piece to hold the whole piece down to the post. And the other half comes from here. They meet right in the middle, and we have zipper. And like I said, you can also use this one at the same time, but honestly, there's no purpose. But I just wanted to demonstrate. On this side, I want to close mosquito net only. Of course, both of the curtains available all across the whole gazebo, but I just wanted to do one section of each curtains just to demonstrate how it looks, how it works. Again, I absolutely love this. Cool hangout place during hot weather, kind of hide away from the sun, or during cold weather you can close the curtains and hang out there. It's lovely.